Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Musashi47 coming at you today with a little game review of Street Fighter V. And this is a game review that I am looking forward to reviewing with you. And by the way, continue on to like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.
Just do it!
Okay, so Street Fighter V on PlayStation 4 that I'll be playing on right now. It's showing that it has an arcade mode, of course, that has Street Fighter 1, Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter Alpha, 3, and 4, and 5. Now, they're not all the same gameplays of that arcade mode, but it mimics that style of the mode of those games. So it doesn't have like the actual graphics or gameplay. So as you can see there, it's still the same thing, but what they do is if you're playing Street Fighter 1, you have certain characters that are available to play throughout that arcade mode, and it goes on with the same on the other modes as well. Like if you're playing Street Fighter 2, you only have a particular amount of characters that you can pick, and it's not the full roster. So it's cool because it has that different types of music when you're picking like on the selection, but it's not like it's a game changer at any point. It would have been kind of cool to have different styles of the modes when you went through an arcade mode. Maybe they would have like different styles that they were really known for when you were playing that system. Now that would have been kind of cool. On trial mode, you're able to go ahead and learn how to use a character's combos, and you are rewarded by fight money. And what fight money is it allows you to go ahead and buy levels, characters, and also skins for the characters as well, which is pretty cool because then you don't have to actually use real money to purchase those items. Okay, now let me explain the fight money. This is where you'll be able to go ahead and use your fight money to buy a character. However, it's about 100,000 to go ahead and buy a character, which is a lot because you can only get about 50 points every time you play rank mode. But you can get more by playing story mode, but you have to play each character, and once you receive that fight money, then that's it. You don't actually get more fight money. So as you can see here, these are the levels that I don't have, and it's $70,000 to go ahead and purchase them, as well as $40,000. And most likely I'm gonna go ahead and buy the levels because they usually cost about $3.99, I believe. So I think that would probably be better than trying to go ahead and waste a lot of time. I mean, it's not a waste of a lot of time if you like playing the game, but it would take me a very long time to go ahead and retrieve those levels. So I think that would probably be the best bet, is just to purchase them if you really do want to go ahead and play on a level. But for the most part, I would highly recommend you to go ahead and buy Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. It's the exact same price as Street Fighter V, but when you get Arcade Edition, you actually get, I think it's like 6 different characters added on there, which is really helpful because then you won't have to actually buy, use your fight money for those particular characters because they're each worth $100,000. So it's a lot of money just to actually go ahead and get it. Now this mode here is survival mode, where you pick a character and you have to play up to about 10 characters on easy, and it allows you to go ahead and collect more fight money, which is helpful to go ahead and purchase a character. So if you time it right, you can go ahead and get all the characters, but you have to make sure that you do not spend any fight money on anything until you get all your characters. Then you don't have to pay any money for a character. But if you mess up, you might have to install it or something, or delete your save and then redo it again so that you don't have to pay for anything. But Also, after every level, you can go ahead and increase either like your health or increase like your attack or your defense or your V trigger or just everything in general. It will give you one thing to go ahead and allow, and it will let you use your points to go ahead and do so. But there are also items that you do retrieve later down the road, and you can go ahead and use those as well, which actually is very helpful when you're starting to play on harder mode. Now this is rank mode. What I don't like about rank mode is sometimes that you get a match that's kind of glitchy, maybe that the internet connection is not that good, and I feel like maybe PlayStation or even Capcom needs to work together on filtering out those bad connections so that you don't actually play a person on rank mode with a bad network system for their internet, because it kind of sucks, because if you can't win and you lose on that match, it puts your rank down further. So but you know, so it is what it is. But yeah, I just think it would be nice for them to go ahead and filter out some sort of system so that you're always playing smooth games with people that have decent internet. Another thing what I don't like is that they got rid of the stage selection as well as character selection, and I thought that was cool when they had that on Street Fighter 4. So I think they should have brought that back, or maybe they will bring it back, because one thing about Street Fighter 5 is in the beginning when it first came out, it really did suck because they did not have a complete game, so you had to wait until this game was completed, and still most likely not completed. And that's because, you know, PlayStation went ahead and told Capcom that, you know, we'll go ahead and give you a deal, and that's why it's only on PlayStation and PC. So unfortunately it never made it to Xbox, and that I thought it would have been cool if they had it on Xbox. This is the only reason why I bought a PlayStation 4 to begin with, just because I can play Street Fighter 5. So either way, it's all good now that I have a PlayStation 4. Good big shout out to my friend Brandon there for selling it for me for $100. So now that I'm going to go ahead and play it as many times as I want, now that I have the PlayStation 4. But what's cool about Street Fighter 5 is that now that they have a bigger roster, since I waited as well, so which was a good idea, but you can actually pick characters, and they have really cool skins. Ryu has one of the best outfits available, which is the Halloween outfit, where he's a ghost samurai, and I love samurais, and he looks amazing. Yeah, and you can change his colors, and so there's a lot of different types of outfits that are available to buy and to purchase within the game, and also with real money if you don't feel like working really hard to go ahead and get that. So I do really like the fact that they have that option available, so that's really cool.
Round one. Fight.
And I think Ryu just looks really cool in this outfit. I mean, they did a really good job on how he looks and how he moves. Okay, and the way I feel the final result is this game is an 8.7. It's a great game to play. I mean, it's a fighting game by Capcom. The only thing I don't really like is that it's only on PC and PlayStation 4, so technically you're gonna have to buy one of those two things. I mean, even if you have a PC, which I do have, and I have an Alienware, it's an older Alienware, but you have to have a really good graphics card to go ahead and play that. So it's cheaper just to get a PlayStation 4. So I think the score is a fair score for Street Fighter V because it's not a perfect game. I mean, it could do a little bit better, but overall it's a really good game, and I highly recommend to people to go ahead and buy it, and it's a fair score. So but this is Musashi 47 signing off, and thanks for subscribing.